Happy Halloween! And welcome to a special edition of Small Biz Live. We are here on the corner of, first of all, you might not recognize me, but you probably do. I'm Mickey with Mickey M Marketing, and I'm here on behalf of the NRBBA, and this is our Small Biz Live series. And let me show you where we are. Oops. Nope, that wasn't right. Here, let's do this. We are on the corner of Ringe and Artesia, and here we are at Dave's Old Bookshop. Oh, we love Dave's Old Bookshop. Look at this beautiful mural. Of course, we've got the Bride of Frankenstein there. And we've got our fabulous new owners. Hi! Ben and Naomi. Thank you so much for buying this bookstore. We want to come in and talk to you. Is that okay?
Of course.
Okay, let's go.
Excuse my bad haircut. It's my COVID costume.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of spooky. Naomi is very beautifully dressed today.
So here we are. If you haven't been in the store before, all of the hardcover novels are right here. We've got a big selection of hardcover novels, especially focused on mystery novels. Nonfiction around here. These are the recent arrivals. This is everything new. There's a fair and balanced political selection up there, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I love
but
that.
It represents both sides. There's that one and that one.
Oh, here we go.
You can choose your.
That's funny.
That's a locally authored romance novel.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a very interesting piece. We've got a lot of people say they find books here. Anything that's not particularly done anymore, they love to get it here. We've got a great selection.
Yeah.
Back this way, a biography section. Lots of nonfiction all the way back here, focusing on everything that you could imagine. Planes, trains, automobiles.
And that's what brought you to the bookstore, right? You're a big nonfiction guy.
Right, yeah. So I'm kind of a nerd, but not necessarily a mystery and romance novel kind of nerd, but an interesting things and how things work kind of nerd. She's a reader of novels more than I am, but and her father is an aficionado of old books, a collector of old books. So we kind of have a little mixture that all comes together and makes this place work for us. So.
How did you end up buying the bookshop from Dave?
I read an article in the paper that this store was for sale, and I came in and bought it the next day. It was the day after it ran. I really wanted to be engaged in my community. I was looking for an opportunity to do that. I didn't know that it was going to be this bookstore particularly, but lo and behold, it was actually the right place, the right time, and I think it's going to be a great way to be engaged and to be a big community presence. So,
Why did you want to be engaged in the community?
it's important to me to spread joy. It's important to me to share things that I like with people. That's something that I do almost annoyingly. Is I wanna tell people like what I like and have them appreciate the same things that I like. And I think a lot of us in this business find ourselves in that kind of place where we just want people to hey, check this thing out. You might like this. So for me, yeah, there's a big element of expanding horizons, a big element of just helping people to explore new things, and at the same time, this is kind of a disappearing niche.
Sure is.
That I think a lot of people, especially in a town like this, in a community like this, people really need it, and they really depend on it rather than doing all of their business on Amazon.
And I would imagine people probably come from quite a distance too, because this is such a special bookstore.
They do, yeah. If you go down from West LA, if you head down the 405, you won't run into any used or rare bookstores. They've all disappeared until this one, and then we've got a small cluster here, and then it's dry until Long Beach. So this is still a destination for people along that circuit. And they do come from lots of different places in LA to come here and to come here and check out our goods. There are a few other used bookstores around here. I would say we have a better, well, I don't want to be competitive, but we've got
the best.
The best.
I'll say it for you, the best.
Yes.
Okay.
You got a huge selection of mystery, romance, and sci-fi. Everyone caters to slightly different niches, so we all kind of complement. But people really, I think, come here to get their mystery game, their sci-fi game.
So let me just go to the Halloween side of things. So Naomi, you are quite the we've got the COVID haircut here, but we've got quite the beautiful dress here. Tell me about your dress and how it came to be, and the costume, come in your costume today and all of that.
So basically this whole event is an excuse for me to wear this outfit.
Very good.
This outfit. So I wear dresses to my day job as a social work supervisor every day of my life. So having themed dresses is my thing. And a couple weeks ago I was thinking I want to buy another Halloween dress because this isn't the only one that I own. But I need an excuse. So then I sprung my excuse on Ben and said, let's have people come in costume, because there's not a lot of places right now to wear your costumes and to have your joy, and not a lot of places for kids. And also I love candy, and I needed an excuse to buy candy and give candy out. So then I went overboard, because that's what I do, and I bought
It's perfect.
the stockings that look like cats in honor of our cats,
Yes.
and the dress, and
The earrings.
The earrings, not gonna lie, I owned the earrings before. And we just put it all together and we advertised it on Facebook. And then I went to 3 different stores looking for shaped Halloween candy, because got to do it the whole way.
Yep.
And just kind of an excuse to, celebrate the holidays in a COVID safe way.
I love it. And just the few minutes since I've been here, there's been a lot of kids coming through in their costumes. I love it.
The Incredibles came to save 2020.
Yep, the Incredibles, and I think there's a cow woman who came in, a cowgirl, and a black cat. And you're also offering a free book for people who come in with their costume.
Free book under $10. In costume, and candy for everyone.
Yay!
Rescue me from the candy I bought.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you.
The candies are wrapped in individual bags per COVID regulation.
Yeah, and I see everything is super safe. Everyone's all masked up, and you're only letting a certain number of people in the store at a time. And yeah, I think that makes us all feel more comfortable. So we really appreciate that.
Nut-free candy available too.
Oh, nut-free, and that's always important for the kids, for sure. Okay, so show us some of your interesting, kind of unique collections. We were talking a little bit about audiobooks.
Sure.
And you were telling me.
Yeah, so
should we go take a look at?
We are one of the last stops for audiobooks remaining. We have currently a large selection of books on CD that lots of people like to listen to in their cars. As the technology transitions and as people go more and more to streaming, we will be introducing a service to do co-branded audiobooks, where people can come in and subscribe and support the independent bookstore at the same time as they're getting their audiobook fix. But we try really hard to make sure that we can keep this going, to make sure that people who just want to listen to a book on CD while they're stuck in traffic, that they are able to get this stuff here. So we do have a very loyal following of people who do that, and we're going to continue to work with them. We've got a gigantic selection of paperback romance novels going all the way back here. It looks a little bit smaller than it had previously. It's mostly because we've put duplicates in storage pending when people come in and purchase them.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we've been able to condense the space that these take up, because they had taken up the whole row here. We've been able to condense that a bit, but still cater to the same audience. So those are all down here.
And you have you specialize in mystery.
Yes. So right around here.
Oh, here's John Grisham, everybody. There's a whole huge, obviously, selection of John
We've
Grisham.
got enormous, all the Baldacci, all the Grisham, all the Patterson, all the Kellerman that you could ever want. Here's our Kellerman, which is
Huge.
Yep. So you can come in here and you can probably get an entire series of whatever your preferred.
The books are so beautifully organized.
Thank you. We spent a lot of time trying to make them both practical and attractive. Most of these books, so the current pricing scheme that we have is the minimum price is $2.99 on these, and it's half off the cover. So this book would be, it's marked $3.95, it would be $2.99. This book is marked $6.99, it would be $3.50. So the books are reasonably priced. They probably cost less than you pay for the shipping if you were to buy them on Amazon. We try to maintain competitiveness there and keep them reasonably priced.
Wow.
Along this way, we've got vintage kids books, old Bobbsey Twins, old Nancy Drew mysteries, things like that. We maintain those here. And people actually do come and look for them for nostalgic and otherwise purposes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and I noticed you have, I started reading this series, but I noticed you have the number 1.
We do, in fact.
Is that a special title? Because I noticed number 1 is behind glass.
Oh. Wow. Over here?
Yeah.
Which?
One for the money.
Oh, there. Yeah, right. That one's actually, we've got a bunch of signed Janet Ivanoviches.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yes. So
are these all signed books? No. You don't have E.E. Cummings signed?
E.E. Cummings is not signed. It's just early. Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5 is signed.
Wow.
That's a first edition signed in leather.
Wow.
Kurt Vonnegut.
How much is that?
That one is $300.
Wow.
The signed Ray Bradbury book, Death is a Lonely Business, that's $60. And we have also an old Stephen King signature and inscription up here from 1979, The Dead Zone. That one is $4.99 because he doesn't sign anything.
Wow.
But we've got we try to keep this case. We try to keep this a good range. So the books that are locked up in here, despite the fact that they are special, they do range from 20 all the way up to 500.
Wow.
So there's something for everyone. It's a good place to get a nice gift. Christmas is coming up, and we want to make sure that we have some special items, and we're pretty sure that there's, for example, so here's a Jurassic Park first edition and a signed Lost World. I always thought that those would be a good set for someone to get. They cost, I think, something like $60 for the pair.
Wow.
If you want to get a nice first Jurassic Park and a signed Michael Crichton Lost World, you can get those together.
Awesome. And Naomi was asking me if I know of any classrooms. Tell me about what you're thinking about doing in terms of giving back. I know that's a big part of what you do.
We're really big on community.
Go ahead. I'll add to it.
Okay.
I'll add to it.
Let me go stand over here.
And so definitely for Christmas, we're looking for a classroom, a teacher that might need some books. That we could, they could come in and take a look at some books and find some books. Or also, we're flexible. Maybe a family that needs some joy. Send us a message on Facebook, and let's talk.
Okay, that's great.
I will say that, so because we are focused on donated stock, most of our stock that we carry at this store, even the things that are brand new, even the things that were just published this year, they were donated by people in the community. And so in order to sustain that, in order to make sure that we continue to operate on mostly donated stock, we also work with nonprofits on things that are unsaleable, things that come in that might not have a place in the store. We want to make sure that nothing is thrown away, that everything serves a purpose. We currently work with those nonprofits, but we want to actually distribute those ourselves in the future.
Nice.
So we're always looking for opportunities to shift from partnering with other organizations to hopefully doing that ourselves, because we find it
Hi.
So
You've never looked lovelier.
You guys already know each other, right?
I don't know Dave.
You don't know Dave?
No. Wow, this is a great surprise, Dave.
Dave is here. Dave is the previous owner of the store. He's the man who curated all of this and cultivated a great selection of vintage.
Can you take a picture?
sci-fi
No,
stuff.
you're on camera.
No, we're doing a video. Oh, there he is. There he is. So, yeah, Dave, I'm Mickey. I'm with the NRBBA. And we have a show called Small Biz Live.
I'm in favor of any kind of sexual variation at all.
Okay. That's why we love Dave and we love the old bookstore.
Indeed.
Well, Dave, it sounds like you have found the perfect new owners for your bookstore.
I have. Much better.
Yeah.
We expect many improvements in the store.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here because of the costume contest and the candy, and I'm just so excited that you're open again. The community was so sad when you closed, and I don't think everybody realized that we were going to have the bookstore back again. So we're super excited about that. Ben was just showing me around a little bit some of the more exclusive books. What's going on back here? These books look really important.
These are a collection that is wide ranging from antiquarian books, at least 100 years old, to new leather-bound books. These are books that look pretty on the shelf and that we hope are also great reads as well. So you can find in there first editions, you can find signed editions, you can find just nice publications that are beautiful and that are and that would look fantastic on your shelf.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So we've got poetry there, anthologies from the 1860s, from all over the world. We have new reproductions of classic books. We've got everything. So.
Good. Are there any other sections we need to let everybody know about? I mean, you've got a pretty wide array. Sci-fi.
There's a huge sci-fi section back there, which we're trying to expand. We want the sci-fi to continue to bring in a lot of people. We've got all of these also vintage paperbacks that Dave collected over the years. These are things mostly from like the 1960s, 1970s. They're obviously long out of print and pretty hard to find. So people who do have nostalgia for these titles come in and browse these all the time and build their collections.
Nice.
Vintage paperbacks. We've got tons and tons.
And they're all individually wrapped, so they're taken care of.
They are definitely taken care of. They're all in very nice shape.
Awesome.
So
well, good. Well,
that's about it.
all right. So
have you seen our book monster?
The book monster.
Yeah,
come
you
and
need to come see the
come
book
and see our
monster.
book monster. It's
No,
new.
that sounds like
Literally everybody's dressed up for Halloween.
it sounds like something that's important on Halloween to see the
yeah.
book monster.
Oh yeah, this book monster.
Oh wow.
This had been here. It had been our donation bin, but we decided to get a little festive with it, and so it's become the book monster. There are new variations to come of costume for this donation.
Oh, okay, that's fun. So it'll change based on the holiday.
Yes.
Oh, how cute.
That's the
So
idea.
you must have an artist on staff then. Who's the artist?
It's Rodrigo Barreto, who's just working with me on individual projects. He's a friend who wanted to come in and contribute his time here, and I'd be happy to share his information with you.
Maybe when he comes to do the next reiteration, we can take a little video of
That's
it.
perfect. That's
So is this where people would drop off books that they want to donate?
yes, exactly.
Okay.
So it is, you know.
Hungry.
So please feed the book monster if you have titles, if you've got books that you want to go to a good home. We'll
Okay.
make sure that happens.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's our new addition.
Okay,
Just
great.
needed
And
the
you
book
have
monster to be.
you have your own private parking lot here, which is really great.
We do have a great parking lot here. There's
And you're
always
right
ample
on the other side of Grocery Outlet and CVS, right off of Ringe. Okay.
Indeed. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited to have you. Happy Halloween.
I want to thank you so much for doing the video too.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.